think what's required today is even more of what was required the last decade and the decade before when I was in the seat. And that is, you just have to be externally focused. You have to be in touch with your consumers and your customers and your suppliers and your innovation partners and even your competitors. I developed relationships with virtually all of our competitors. We had partnerships on the innovation side in non-competing areas with several of our competitors, with Unicharm in Japan, with Clorox in the US, with Henkel in Germany, when the list goes on. So I just think there's no substitute for being in touch with what's really going on in your marketplace, whatever your marketplace is in terms of country and category. And I think the second thing is change is inevitable. It's the one constant you can count on. The uncertain, volatile, chaotic, complex world is not going to go away. So you have to be adaptable. You have to be agile. You have to be flexible. You have to be a learner. You have to be willing to learn, and you have to be willing to try things and make mistakes and move on. As I think back on, 50 plus years in business, the four riskiest things I've ever undertaken are entering emerging markets, betting on new technologies, M&A, making acquisitions, very risky business, and frankly, betting on who your leaders of tomorrow are going to be today. So emerging markets are a very long-term proposition. They're a very risky proposition. You have to be very patient, and at least the way we approach them, you sort of have to approach them one consumer, one product, one brand, one category at a time. You sort of have to sort through what's real and what's not. An earthquake is real in Japan, but it doesn't upset your global business, right? A hurricane is real in New Orleans and blew up our coffee manufacturing, for several months, but it doesn't affect your total U.S. business. You have to distinguish between what threatens the company and what's just a relatively short-term might be a year or two, impact on a country or a category or a smaller piece of the business. And it's the same way with technologies. AI, you don't have a choice. Our point of view was, if it was a major change and it was a technology change or it was an invention change, if it was core to us, to our strategy, to our businesses, our household and personal care businesses, we were going to work as hard as we possibly could to get in the lead. You have to use all the resources inside and out to try to sort through and sense what's going on the outside and figure out what's meaningful and what's not, what's going to have an impact and what kind of an impact it has. And then you have to start adapting. You have to start changing. You have to start trying things. And then you kind of learn your way through it.